Talking euros?
Yeah,
for a start.
probably $1 million of them.
Well, I mean, that's what they were saying yesterday, is this Pirelli star driver is worth €3 million, which is like 10 million New Zealand dollars, and this is the guy that we hope, if he stays on the road here, is going to win that. Hayden Paddon.
On board with Hayden Paddon. He is the current New Zealand Rally champion. He's taken that title after the first 2 days of Repco Rally New Zealand.
Well, the picture's a bit scratchy, but his lines and his driving certainly aren't, and Hayden Paddon's doing an awesome job there, staying on the road.
So this is live with the current winner of the Vantage Aluminium Joinery New Zealand Rally Championship. Let's see if we can get the audio now. John Kennard, the co-driver, calling the notes.
100. Caution, break right crest, blip, 4 left plus. 4 right open, 30. 4 left plus line. Out, long 5 right tightens, 4 plus. 50. 55 left line. 55 left line, 30.
Fabulous shots here on board with Hayden Paddon, Team Direct. Currently,
the road dries out very, very quickly out on the coast there. It can be wet one day and the wind will come up and it'll just dry it out.
Right, you've won a national championship before with Brucey Herbert. You know what it's like. What do you think of this young guy here, Geraldine's Hayden Paddon?
Ooh,
whoa,
big hole
that's
there.
over, is that Yari's corner?
That's a big hole in there.
See how the road's cutting up there as well? So just explain how that happens.
Just under the trees where the road doesn't get to see the sun and the moisture hangs around in there, the cars go through and they start digging it out, and once it gets through the base, it's away and it'll just keep digging and digging.
So instead of like a railway track, it's become more like a tractor track.
Yeah. They just get deeper and deeper.
Well, there are some clay patches in this particular road, and as you're saying, Rob, when you get underneath the trees where the sun doesn't get to, it does get a bit softer there. And the rally tyres, although these guys are on these hard Pirellis, they still dig trenches as though they're digging drains and pulling that soft stuff out of the road, creates a big bump, and then the car comes through the second time, hits the bump and almost throws it offline.
Yeah, unfortunately you see it at the last minute, and the natural instinct is to jump on the brakes, and you know, when you're on the brakes and the suspension's all pumped up in the guards, and that's when the damage happens.
And don't forget, these are the Group N or the PWRC spec cars. They're not as strong as the WRC cars, but they don't cost as much either, Rob, do they?
No, they're about a tenth of the cost of a WRC car, but still very, very exciting racing. They've
whoa! Hayden Paddon just hanging on to the edge, keeping it on the gravel and off the green. He's 16th overall. And let's try and go on board with Shrek. Auger as well, round that corner with all those spectators have been seen.
Long 4 right minus tightens late. 30. Three left, not much there.
It's not turning in too good.
3 left. K30, long 4 right minus tightens late.
The attitude of the car.
All the way then. 30. 3 left. 50. 54 right plus late. Line 50, K left. Long 4 right plus tightens short for double. No, let's just put left side. Rough tightens, 80, short 6 left plus. 50 next, 6 right plus on the crest, 10 left. 100, caution, brake, right crest. Left 4 left plus. 4 right open. 80. 30, 4 left plus line. Out, long 5 left tightens 4 plus. 50. 5 left line. Long 5 left line, 50 crest, 55
Great shots, great sound. John Kennard pulling the notes. A few moments there for Hayden Paddon, but he's smooth and fast. What do you think there, Rob?
Hayden's job now is to keep as much speed as he can going and get to the end of the stage as safely as he possibly can without incurring any damage.
How you think the car's handling from what you can see on board here?
It's a little bit understeery, I would say, that you know, the tyres are maybe starting to take their toll.
When you get to that situation, what do you have to do? Just don't keep it on the road.
Yeah, hold on.
How hard is that through the stage?
That's very, very demanding this stage. You've got some corners, you've got an unbelievable amount of grip, and then other corners, the grip just isn't there, and you've really got to have your wits about you and reading the road and checking those dark patches.
And what about that light and shade brigade for how that whanga coast changes?
So hard on your eyes. You're out in the bright sunshine, and your pupils are really, really dilated, and then you go into the dark, and it's just like somebody's turned the light off. So it's just a matter of concentrating and really trusting the notes and knowing where you're going.
Right, let's go back on board and try and pick up that sound. Live this morning, Repco Rally New Zealand Day 3, our Repco on the road, eye in the sky.
100, right on short public line, 40, crest in the long, through right post, 100.
We're starting to lose a bit of that sound. We've got the chopper flying high above his car to try and bring you the pictures back and also the audio. John Kennard, very experienced co-driver. That's the making of a champion, mate, isn't it? Having a good guy beside you to call the notes.
Oh, it's 90% of it, Clint.
You've got to say that, mate, don't you? Fair bit of clay in the road there, so he's got to watch those. There's not much grip or traction there, and looks as though his understeering problem's gone away a little bit now, Rob. He seems to be able to get in right on the apex now, so maybe he was just going through half a dozen corners where the car wasn't quite handling properly.
Yeah, we're out of the bush. Unfortunately, up around the corner, you'll start to go into some dark patches. You can see the exposed rock on the road there that's all coming out. A little bit faster through this part, but next 2 or 3 k's up the road starts to tighten up again.
So he's Hayden Paddon, 16th at the moment. We'll try and go on board and have a chat with the guys in the chopper from what they can see at the moment.
Well, Clint, he might have been 16th at the start of this stage, but now that we've had 3 Ford DNFs, then that's going to move young Hayden up the order too.
Right, let's go aboard to the chopper. Guys, what can you see out there? What are conditions like out there for the whanga coast today?
Well, there's a bit of wind, Clint. We're flying fairly high because we've got to send our signal back to you, but I'm watching the same pictures you are, and Hayden's flying along the stage, doing it really well, keeping it in the tracks, which he needs to do. Quite an impressive shot, isn't it?
It's a fantastic shot we've got here, Roscoe, and obviously you've heard the news about the 2 Fords having their big spin, some amazing shots we got from the chopper.
We know that Latville is off. What happened to Urbinen?
He had a spin as well. Same stage towards the end. It's now 41 seconds. Sebastian Loeb in front, on target to win the rally.
Well, you can't stop that Loeb, man. It's that lucky shot he had earlier today. Here's Hayden here. Now, where he's just come around that corner, the drop into the sea is about 600 feet, so you wouldn't want to get it wrong around here. You can see that, he's not being scared of it, is he?
That's Ross Teasdale on board the chopper talking about the pictures you're seeing as Hayden Paddon is charging through the whanga coast. Conditions, are they changing much towards this part of the stage, Ross?
Sometimes you'll see that the road gets quite dark, and where it's dark, of course, that means it's wet and a little bit slippery. At times they go in under the trees, Clint, and when that happens, it can be quite slippery, but generally it's quite hard and dry and fast, as you can see.
And from what you're seeing so far, how do you rate the performance of our...
Hayden's doing everything right here, Clint. He's keeping it in the tracks and doing everything right to get an excellent result, the young fella.
Yes, that's Ross Teasdale on board the chopper. Let's go back on board now to see if we can see what it's like inside the car with John Kennard. This is the wide shot of where they are. Fantastic, Rob.
Oh, it's just unbelievable, Clint. It's you can see those big wet patches on the corners there like that, and they've got a little bit of run out there, but further up the coast there's no room for error at all. There's like Ross was saying, just huge drops off the outside, and you really got to be careful.
Right, we've got Rob Ryan, a 6-time champion co-driver. We've got Marty Rostenberg, our former national champion co-driver. That is the new national champion on screen at the moment, on the road, on the whanga coast, doing an FAB. Fabulous job. We'll take a short break on Sky Sport. Repco Rally New Zealand Day 3. Stay with us, back with more scintillating Sunday action in a moment.